911. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy, MrPower. We're back with another podcast. Today, we got a special guest. This is a familiar face. You guys know him as Titus on Power Book 4 Force. This is Adrian Albarran. Adrian, how are you today, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Yes, sir. How does it feel to be a part of this universe? I imagine maybe you were a fan prior.
To be honest, man, I mean, I'm a fan now, but I didn't even know about Power, you know, until I started getting auditions for it.
Wow.
It's actually funny because when I used to live in Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta for acting, right? This was like 3 years ago. And one of my homies down there, he was like, I guess he was a big fan of Power. He was like, hey nigga, you ain't never watched Power before? I'm like, what's Power? He's like, 50 Cent's TV show, you ain't never heard of it? I'm like, no. I'm like, whatever. Like, and then like a couple months later, I get my first audition for Power. I was like, wait, this is the show my homie was talking about. And then from then, I'm obviously, if you get an audition for a show, you have to start watching it. And I fell in love with it, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it about the show that you kind of fell in love with?
Man, I like the grit, honestly. And it's pretty true, and it's very intensified, all right? It's like intensified drama and action, and that's something that I like. I also respect a lot of the actors on there, like, Joseph Sikora, Chris Lofton, all great guys. And even in being on set, you just feel so, like, you feel very welcome, It's like once you're on set, everyone treats you like family. So it's a different dynamic when you're on a Power set versus other sets,
So was the role that you got, was that the role you initially auditioned for, or did you audition for other roles?
Honestly, I've been auditioning for Power for like 2 years, bro, until I landed Titus.
2 years?
Yeah.
So what were the other roles that you were auditioning for?
I auditioned for Miguel. I auditioned for his like his his henchmen's and stuff. I've auditioned for a lot of those characters. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. So when I finally booked it, I was you could imagine how I was feeling after 2 years, like not booking anything. I'm like, and then when I got the audition for Titus, bro, I was living in Mexico. I had just moved to Mexico. I was there for 2 weeks. I'm sick. I got salmonella. I ate something bad, bro. I was in the hospital 12 hours, bro.
Wow.
I get out, go back to my apartment. My agent sends me an audition. She's like, you got to do this now. I'm like bedridden. I'm like, now? She's like, yeah, it's due in 4 hours. This is like these opportunities. She's like, another Power audition. I'm like, oh. I'm like, shit, right now. So like, I get up out of my bed. I'm like, bro, I forgot my tripod in the United States. I forgot all my lights. So all I had was a suitcase, and I put that on top of a coffee table, and I stabilized my phone with 2 bananas. And then I hit play, and I do the audition, bro. And I'm just thinking it's going to be another like, bro. As an actor, sometimes you got to tell you got to just do the audition and forget about it. You don't even don't think about, am I going to get it? Looking at your phone, did I get an email yet? Like, no, you forget about it. And then the next day, I get a call from my agent. She's like, hey, you booked it. And I'm like, I'm literally in the middle of, Guadalajara, Mexico. And I'm just in the middle of the street. I'm like, what? Say it again. But bro, it was amazing. And then I had to go back to the US, bro. I had to move back like what was it? I think I went back like 2-3 weeks later. And I got an apartment again back in Chicago. And yeah, then I was filming after that. So
Bro, help me understand that. So you moved to Mexico, then you land this role, then you move back. Like,
yeah.
How does that work? for you to just leave the country and then come back? Like, is that an expensive process? Like, how does that work?
Well, I'm already like a nomad, bro. I'm like I said, I lived in Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, which was a crazy story, I moved back to Chicago. A year later, moved back to Atlanta, back to Chicago, then Mexico, back. I'm all over the place. So that's kind of how I work, bro. It's like,
Mm.
I don't know, to stay in one spot, it's kind of just crazy to me. So it wasn't that crazy moving to Mexico, bro, and then having to move back for filming for a little bit. Um, I kind of like that sort of lifestyle. And plus, as an actor, I don't want to be just like, you know, complacent and just stay in
Yeah.
one spot, Uh, but yeah, man, my mom's actually from Mexico, so I have family in Guadalajara, in Guanajuato. So it's not like I went out there and don't know anyone. I even train acting in Guadalajara with Marisol Sanchez Padilla. She was, she trained with Stella Adler, a very prominent acting coach back in the 70s through the early 90s. But yeah, man, when I'm out there, it's just not for vacation, man. I actually train acting with my coach, and you know, I get to work. So
Wow. So you like this lifestyle of here, jump around, jump around. You don't like to be stagnant and be in one place for too long.
nah, nah, I don't like to be stagnant, man. No,
You've always been like that? Or this is just like something that came with acting?
no. Actually, I think it maybe started with acting because I moved to Atlanta specifically for acting.
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, I don't know. From there, I'm like, oh, I like the feeling of just kind of like moving around. You know, I don't feel because there's so much out there to see.
Yep,
Why would you be complacent to one spot? But I don't know.
absolutely.
Atlanta's great though. Atlanta's great.
So when you book the role, you come back, what's kind of the mindset going in on set, preparing for this character? How did you approach it?
Well, the first thing I did was I contacted my um, acting coach slash family friend, Jared Wolford. He's actually an amazing actor over in Atlanta. Um, Crazy story how I met him, but anyway, I called him up and I'm like, hey man, I got this. I booked this role for Power. Like, help me prepare for it. So I did a couple coaching sessions with him, and I also just built the character's backstory, even though it wasn't like, it was a recurring co-star, but either way, no matter the size of your role, you still gotta bring some truth to that character, right?
Yep.
Because we're not line readers, we're actors.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, I had to bring that character to life. So what's that character's backstory? Where is he from? What's his motivation? Why is he a hitman? How did he learn how to shoot a gun? How did he, you know what I mean? Is he a pissed person when he's not on the job, or is he relaxed? Like, you just gotta, does he have siblings? What kind of car does he drive? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta put all these things together to just create the character, and just like just work on it. Just work on the scene, and just don't overthink it, and just be prepared when you go on set. That's really all I had in mind.
So did you have like an outline for the character? Like you knew what your arc was going to be already when you booked the role?
Yeah, but that kind of changed over time, right? Um, like, yeah, I mean, with the scenes that I had, it was like I just really thought, if someone's out here and they're a hitman, um, I feel like he just had so much fire in him, right? That my character just had a lot of fire. And you're fucking up each time. Each time you have one job or multiple jobs, and then you mess up every single one. Yeah, yeah. It was an interesting character for sure.
Did you find it funny when you read the script and you're seeing that like he's not a good hitman? Like,
No, bro. Honestly, when I read the scene, I took it like very serious. I'm like, bro, I didn't even think it was gonna be funny until it came out, and I'm watching
yeah.
it and reading all the comments. I'm like, oh shit, this is funny as fuck. I thought it was supposed to be a serious character. That's not how I had it in my mind, but I mean, I don't think of it as a bad thing because, you know,
Yeah.
if you're getting that reaction out of people, then that means you're having an impact, right?
Yep.
So that means you did something right with the way you approached it,
For
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
I think it's less about your character not being serious and more about your character not like accomplishing the tasks that he's being given over time, and it just piles up, and you're like, damn, like he about to get somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like how can you fuck up that many times? And then
yeah,
something everyone kept saying is like, what were the keys for? What were you gonna do with those keys?
yeah.
Like
That's what I wanted to know too. Like, why he kept asking for the keys.
instead of just shooting me to ad right there,
Yeah,
like why are you asking for her keys? You're gonna take those chances, let her dig in
yeah,
her purse, and then you look away and everything. But yeah,
yeah. We
man.
also got to remember it is TV, and there's a little bit of plot armor involved in some of these characters as well. So
Yeah,
we know in
yeah.
real life that it wouldn't have gone down like that.
And I didn't write it either. Just so everyone
Yeah.
knows, I didn't write this. This wasn't a, you know, I would have, I would have shot mid ad right there. Don't blame it on me. Everybody in the comments.
So, like, you as a fan just watching this season, what have you thought, like, on the outside looking in now that, like, you're on the show and you're watching it? Does it hit any different?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's different for sure. Now I watch it and I'm like, damn, I'm not in any of the episodes. I'll never look at it the same, bro. No, because
Yeah.
back when I was watching Power, I'm telling you, man, I'd watched season because once you start getting an auditions for a certain TV show, I don't know about other actors, but me, I'm like my mind, my eyes are just stuck to the TV, just watching that show, like because that's how I was with Force, man. I got the
Mm.
audition, and I'm like auditioning, and as I'm auditioning, I'm watching the show and envisioning myself in it. And I'm
Wow.
just looking at, you know, Diamond, Jannard, Tommy, like all these characters, and I'm just like, man, like just envisioning myself there. And then, you know, I don't land the audition. Season 2 comes out. Damn, I don't land it. I don't land it. And then, you know, I start getting auditions for 3. And then every time you watch it, you just get like pumped, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, after I landed it, season 3 came out, like I was still pumped to watch it, but I was more like just the thing that was in my head most was like, damn, you're in this. Like you're all that work you did, you're on the show,
Yep.
right? So it was kind of distracting me from actually just like enjoying. Well, I still enjoyed the show, obviously. It's like one of
Yeah.
my favorite shows, but you know, it just hits different, right? So, but I'm glad, like shout out to Joseph Sikora, you know, Gary Lennon and everybody else in casting, man, and my agents and casting directors, because man, I'm blessed, man, to book that, and then more opportunities are going to come from that role. So yeah, man, I'm super
Absolutely.
appreciative of that.
What was like the best moment that you could recall on set while you was filming, or like maybe any?
Bro, this is gonna be funny. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. I'm sick, man. You caught me on a sick day. Mm. So I'm on set, and we're filming the scene where I get run over, right? And then I went to go grab some food, right? And then so we this is like towards the end of the night, man. Like, you know, I'm tired. I filmed most of my scene and everything. I have my plate of food, and I'm walking back to my chair to go sit down. And then I hear someone go, Adrian, how you doing? I look to my left, bro, Joseph Sikora. This is the first time I didn't see him the first 2 episodes, my first 2 episodes. And then it was Joseph, bro. And then I'm like, you know, because I didn't know he was gonna show up that day. And then I was just like, what? I'm like, and then he just looks at me, and I'm just like caught off guard. So I'm just like, oh, I'm like, I was like, oh, Joseph, and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, nothing, man. It's crazy because I just, I'm just chilling. I went to go get some food. I was going to sit down. I didn't expect you to show up. And then he's like, and then he told me, he's like, yeah, yeah. I told him, I'm like, yeah, man, hey, I got to tell you, man, I've been auditioning for this for like 2 years. So it's crazy to be here. And I told him how, during like, because every actor has a moment in their career where they're just like down, you're not like booking anything and then nothing's going well. And you're just like, man, should I keep going? Should I like, what am I doing? And I told him about once I felt like that. And I saw this interview with him. I forgot what interview it was specifically, but how he said he was in the interview, he like felt the same way. And he was like, working all these odd jobs, this and that, which, a lot of actors have to do. Sometimes you got to do that. And I told him how I was like, man, but in that interview, you said, you told yourself to keep going, and then things actually worked out. And that actually helped me out in that time of my life as an actor. And he was like, yeah, man, I mean, he's like, I'm glad I was able to actually like touch people in that way with that interview and whatever else I do. But he was like, but I have been seeing your auditions for the past 2 years, and I saw your audition, and I'm just like, you killed it. Like, you brought something out of yourself. I don't know if it was a salmonella. I don't know. But I did, man. I literally did. I did feel different during that audition, and it was really good, man. But yeah, that moment was just like crazy because that I realized I'm like, damn, like I'm here. Like, remember when I told you I was watching the show and I'm just like looking at all these characters and envisioning myself on the show. So that was really cool, man. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with me also being, ethnically ambiguous. Like, my dad's Black. My mom was literally born in Mexico. She's 100% Mexican. So it's like, it's always been a thing with me. Like, I'll get auditions for an audition for like a character that's Black, African American, and then someone like an African full Black person will get that role over me. Same thing with a Mexican role. I'll audition for that, even though I hablo español y todo, way. But I'll get an audition, and then a straight up Mexican will beat me. So I'm kind of like stuck in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
How do you break through from that, you think?
That's a good question. How do I break through from that? I mean, I just give it my best, and I feel like I have to try a little bit harder because obviously my voice, I don't sound like a straight Black person, like you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like a lot of Black people, especially the ones that just got into acting, it'll be easier for them to book a role like, on Chicago PD of some Black person that plays like a guest star role. For me, I have to try a little harder to change my voice, the inflection of my voice, or speak Spanish with more of a Mexican accent, or when other people might already have that. Right? You get me?
Yeah.
So that's where the difference is with me, is I have to kind of just like try a little bit harder when it comes to certain things. I guess I have to really act.
Yep. So you talked about like how you kind of down and you found the video of Joseph and that kind of like boosted you, and how like the realities of actors and how they got to work odd jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself in a period like that of having to do that? Because I feel like most actors are in that position. It's not like everyone who's a big box office movie star. Most actors are grinding in something else.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course, absolutely. I think a lot of times, even if you're like recurring, or if you're a series regular, I think sometimes you have to do that. But even for like the smaller actors, yeah, man, it's hard. You just gotta fucking hustle, bro. You just gotta keep hustling. I mean, I've been acting for 10 years. I've been acting since I was, or 11. I've been acting since I was 18. So ever since then, it was like, just like straight grind, do whatever I can. Because I mean, at the end of the day, man, I ain't working no corporate job or nothing like for the rest of my life doing something like that. Like, no, that ain't me, man. It's either
Yeah.
this or like nothing. Or I'm probably just gonna move to Peru and be like a beach bum or something like that. I don't know. But like I can't. There's
I
nothing
feel that.
else. There's
Yeah.
nothing else. Like this. It has to work. Like it has to work. There's no but. Oh, what if no? Like this has to work, bro. I've been doing this for like 11 years, and I'm not gonna just stop now. Like something has to work out. You know, I'm gonna make it work.
How do people in your life feel about that? Because I feel like when you want to do something that's out of the ordinary that people may not understand, people are very quick to judge or to try to sway you into like doing other things that are safer, quote unquote.
Yeah, like the people I know, like family and friends. Oh, they
Yeah.
think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
At least when I started, they thought I was crazy. You know, because I remember I told my grandma, um, I was like, because I'm really close to my grandparents, right? And I was like, "Hoy voy a ser actor." I'm like, "Grandma, I'm gonna be an actor." And she's like, "Act?" She's like, "Does that make any money?" That's first things first. I'm just like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Like, you know. But my mom's always been supportive. My dad's supportive, uh, and which is good. I feel like a lot of people don't have really a support system like that, and family and friends will put them down. I mean, I did have a friend. I remember I said something. Was like I was like 19 or something when I just started acting. I said, uh, when I'm famous, right? I just said that when I'm famous, I something something something. I forgot what I said, but he's like, famous. It's like, dude, you're never gonna be famous. Like, what are you talking about? And then he goes, yeah, dude, you're not gonna be famous. Do you know how hard it is to become famous? Like, I'm not gonna become famous. You're not gonna become famous, but that's okay, bro. If anyone in your life or any friends rather say that, don't be friends with them anymore.
Facts.
100%. I'm like straight up, cut them off. You don't need people like that because they're just gonna bring you down, bro.
Yeah.
This we we exist here through raw energy, bro. So if someone has negative energy like that, even if they're cool, they're your best friend or whatever, but if their energy is like that, like why would you want that to even come close? You know?
Agreed. I feel the same way with this content stuff on social media. Like, this is it for me. Like,
Hmm.
I can't see myself in a corporate job anymore because I've already done that. And I
Yeah,
know that like my personality just isn't built for like taking orders. So I'm like you, like if this shit don't break out for me, I'm gonna go somewhere and just be a bum. Like I'd rather fail in my dreams than be successful in something that I have no passion for, right?
yeah, yeah. At least go to
Yeah.
South America and be a bum. It's cooler when you do it that way. But if you're in
Why?
California and you're a bum, I mean, imagine being a bum in California versus a bum in Colombia or like Peru or something. I think that'd be a lot cooler. At least you can keep doing like social media there. I think you can
Yeah.
get stuff. But I wouldn't even worry about that with you, bro. I already see something coming with you. Like your account is dope. All your material, it's all dope. Like just keep at it, and bro, you're definitely gonna make it somewhere, bro. I definitely see
Appreciate
it.
that, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah. No problem,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's dope because what I'm doing is really based off what you guys do in terms of the craft. That's why I like
Hmm.
to have these conversations and understand like the behind the scenes because obviously you're not Titus in real
Yeah,
life. Oh, we
right.
we
As
we
far
think
as you know.
so. Right? Have you seen like a difference in like a response from people on social media? Like people reach out, DM you about your character, like what's been the response about your performance?
That's a good question, man. Well, everyone's talking shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I honestly didn't even think it was gonna be as big as it is, right? Like, um, and my homie Manny V and my homie Danny Villegas, like they've
Yeah.
been telling me since like we filmed because we hang out every once in a while, and they're like, dude, I don't think you know how like big this role is. Like, I think you just don't get it. And I'm like, you mean like, what are you talking about? I'm like, and they were right, bro. Like it came out and I'm like, oh dang, like I was literally out at a grocery store and like people recognized me. So I was like, you know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess like it's actually bigger than I thought, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I think, you know, I think it's cool that people, like I said, when people have that reaction like that, like whether it's, you know, teasing my character, because they're not teasing me, they're teasing like
Yeah.
Titus, like the character, the storyline or whatever. It just means that the writers did a good job. Everyone in the process did like a really good job. Casting did a good job for casting me. I
Facts.
did a good job playing the character, which got this ended up like getting emotion out of people and them like saying certain things, right? The reaction, it's just means it worked. It means the character worked.
Were you annoyed with how your character went out?
No, no, I wasn't even surprised when they told me he was gonna die. I'm like, okay, like
Yeah. But the
I,
rolling over with the car was like, I didn't
yeah,
expect that. Like, I thought you would just get shot.
yeah, man, yeah. That hurt when they ran me over, man. That
Yeah.
hurt.
How does that work? How did they film that?
Yeah, so they actually ran me over, and they put this thick like a vest over me, and then they just ran me over.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You feel that? Like the full on pressure of the car or release some of that?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it hurt a little bit.
Wow. You had to
Nah, I'm
take one
fucking
for
with
the
you, bro.
team. I was
No,
about
they
to
actually
say,
they used a
you got a stunt
mannequin.
double?
Sorry, I mess around a lot. I fuck around a lot. No, they used they used to, bro. You believed it though. That's crazy.
No,
They
I was
used a
like, that sounds kind of sus. Ain't no way
yeah,
they rolled over you like that.
nah, nah. They used a mannequin that looked just like me. I actually posted it
Mm,
on my story. Oh, so you saw it? You saw it? You saw the mannequin? No.
yeah.
Oh, so you knew I was fucking with you then. But but yeah, they used the mannequin and they just ran the mannequin over, and you know, but I obviously had to lay there too, fake blood and everything, and to spit it out. So they used probably like CGI to put all that together. But it came out great, man.
Yeah, it definitely did. So, what did you learn with your experience on this show, if anything? Yeah. Yeah. Sounds familiar. Okay. Wow. So you went through like a good amount of schooling and training before you ever stepped on like a real set. Mhm. Okay. Sure. Yeah, man. So, is there any other topics, things you wanted to touch on? Any upcoming projects you have that you want to push out there before we get you out of here? Hmm. Hmm. Sky's the limit, man. Yes, sir. Adrian, I appreciate you for joining me, man. I know you're a little sick over there, but you powered through for me, so I really appreciate it. Yes, sir. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Absolutely. Appreciate you, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.